Alright, so right there, you can see Halloween stuff. Well, that's a little Christmassy, that's why I'm here. Their hands are blocking, but we got Hanging Jack and Sally. These are the ones I've had for like 6-7 years. Last night, I went on a purple and pink power trip. I don't know why I said it like that. Spirit Christmas got leaked, which this is not the season I would want them to get leaked. I am still setting up Halloween. But no, we have Spirit Christmas. Now, okay, Spirit Christmas was such a cool idea, and last year they botched it. Like, last year it was like a bad medical scientific experiment, and they just quit, kind of. It's like they designed it in like a month, because the IC was cool, you can meet Santa, but they just had a little Grinch animatronic, the 4-foot one that's been circulating at Menards and Walmart, and it's 4 feet tall. There was also the little stock Lowe's reindeer animatronic, which was last year. And then I think there was the swinging snowman, which was really freaking cool. But he was pretty expensive. But you got the custom box too, which is cool. Also, Krampus made a return. I don't think Santa Art's making a return this year. But we have an entire Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer lineup, a Frosty lineup, so to say, a Nutcracker lineup, and a custom prop for the year by them. Apparently there's gonna be a Santa Claus. We have not seen a video or a picture of it yet, besides one picture, and I don't know if it's for Spirit Christmas. It's the one that they sold at Big Lots last year, but it looks like it's different. The one at Big Lots last year was voiced by the techie voice actor. But if you have not yet heard what it sounds like, here you go.
A Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Again, this is a techie animatronic. I don't think this is going to be the same one, so it could have a good voice actor or a bad one. I have this same thing that I'm showing you, or I forgot to show you, this animatronic Santa. I have the 2023 Lowe's one, which is waving, and he's got a pretty good voice, but last year Techie just messed up. And this is Techie, so let's hope that it's good, not too hit or miss, like Techie is with their Santas. But besides that, wow, we have some peakness here, but Spirit Christmas, they've expanded their locations. They're in, a bunch of new states. They're in Michigan. This is groundbreaking. There's a lot of Halloween and Christmas people in Michigan, which the largest Christmas store in the world is in Michigan, so it was a bad idea coming to Michigan, but I'm here for it as a Michigander and Detroit Lions fan. We'll talk about that later. We're getting one, but it's like 3 hours from us, maybe 2. So it's a little upsetting, I'll admit. It's a little bittersweet to see a Spirit Christmas, but it's amazing. I know I'm kind of late into this right now, but let's get right into it. Sit back, drink your cappuccino or whatever they're called, frappuccino, crappuccino, whatever, and then we're gonna look at Spirit Christmas. So I'm not gonna show videos because that is gonna take probably a day to do since I don't have much time now. So I'm sorry, but that's just going to take a lot of time for me to edit. I'm just pulling up a video right now for me to talk about. Doritos ad. Did you guys see those Stranger Things Oreos that they're going to have at, or Doritos that they're going to have at Walmart? They're already sold out near us, though. Alright, Frosty the Snowman. Nice. Starting off with Frosty, I think he's a good prop. I think he looks really cool. He looks aesthetically pleasing. If he was at Lowe's, he'd be $600 probably, because Lowe's is crazy. But they got good stuff. Like, this is the first year that everyone has good Christmas stuff but Home Depot, I think. And so, I'm going to be honest, I think Christmas might be better than Halloween with props this year. But anyway, we got the Frosty the Snowman. Also, I think it's funny because this porch setup, I'm pretty sure is the same one that they used in 2020, I think, for their prop videos on Spirit Halloween's website. W makeover, guys. W reskin. That was amazing. W. Alright, but Frosty is pretty cool looking. I think he's neat. Frosty's a character we need for Christmas. And last year they had in their IC was rushed. They had a house that said Frosty's Magic Hat Store. But there was enough room for a Frosty prop and they didn't deliver. Again, they just had wholesale props there. Kind of just as a last minute thing, so everyone kind of hated it, and I would not travel 12 hours for it like some people did. But Frosty, Jemmy made like a 4-foot Frosty at Amateur Schleemer or whatever you call that website. I don't know, it's some stupid wholesale liquidation website that gets a bunch of Jemmy inflatables and stuff, and they upcharge them and they sell them for like $800. Like, you could pay $500 for a Frosty that was 4 feet tall and like this. It's not, I know it's going to be taken out of context, but... And then we got this. This is peak. This is life size. I understand how it can be intimidating to some people. The head turns, which looks a little weird. It turns a little too much. It's like the Nibbles animatronic where he tracks and then he kind of just goes like that. No, we need like this. We don't need that. It looks a little weird, but that's okay, and it tips its hat. Just like the little snowflake spinners from Jemmy, which I know there's some crazy fans that are just correcting the name on me right now, somewhere in the world. But it's held on to by a wire, and honestly, I think it's alright. I think it looks fine. It lights up, I think. Again, it's not the real Frosty. It doesn't really matter that it lights up, I guess. But it makes more sense for a snowman to light up than Rudolph, Hermie, and Yukon Cornelius. It makes more sense than that, I'm going to be honest. So, 1 to 10, 10 being the best. I'm going to give him a solid 7 or an 8. He does not have the true character voice, though. It sounds pretty close, but it's still, like, there's a high price for the Rankin and Bass voice. Also, that's alright. I mean, $300, keep it cheaper. I'm okay with that. But it's better than Lowe's still. Charlie in the Box, by far the best animatronic of Spirit Christmas 2025. What you talking about? This animatronic looks exact to the movie, and it is kind of scary looking. 5'3" tall, though. I didn't see that when I first reacted. I thought it was like 7 feet tall. Because that's kind of how he looks in the movie. He's cool, though. I don't think it's the exact voice, but they got somebody to try, which sounds just like it, and I don't think it's an AI. It could be, though. It could be, because we're going to look at one in a minute that I think is AI generated. Oh well, though. The moving mouth is cool, the tilting is cool, the head seems to be like a fork hook, because it kind of flops, and there must not be a cotter pin or something. But I think that is really cool. I think he's like $300, which is 100% worth it. Definitely, just team these up with the Lowe's ones. What you talking about? That is such a great idea. Just spend $1,000 and have the whole cast. Then you just get the Santa animatronic, and there you're good. Alright, there is the little dolly animatronic from Rudolph. This is the same thing as Grave Dancer from Spirit Halloween 2025. I think everyone forgot about her. Pretty much, if you haven't seen it, just a little creepy, maybe creepy girl that's like... That's gonna be taken out of context too. I'm so cringe today. And she's standing on one foot, like balancing on the tombstone back and forth. This is the Christmas version, and I think we can all agree this looks amazing. It looks a little weird with how it tilts. It does look a little strange. And here's the problem I have. I'm going to give Jemmy some credit when they make these, though. Usually they'll play probably 20 seconds of a song. And so it would probably play the, When Christmas Day is Here song or whatever. Like 20 seconds when it's her part singing it. But this is like, I think, Crazy Creator, SVI, they want phrases for the heck of it so they can advertise them. So they just stretch down the dolly for Sue, and then they have every part of the song as an individual phrase, which sounds really weird, and I'm not a fan of that. So, really cheaping out the audio. If you don't have this with any Rudolph character, no one's gonna recognize it, I don't think. But it still looks amazing. This next one, though, I think is kind of mid, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, the present box with the spotted elephant coming out. I want you to listen to what this sounds like. Take a listen.
Looks like we're forgotten again.
That's accurate, but then listen to this one.
How would you like to be a spotted elephant?
That is terrible sounding, you cannot tell me otherwise. I don't think he says that unless they ripped the music from it. Well, I think he says that, but this is cool that we're getting all the characters. We are so close to getting the cowboy riding the ostrich. We are so close to having the ostrich jockey come out. This is so amazing, guys. But I still think it's pretty good. I think if you got the rest of the team, it's good. On its own, it's pretty mid. Maybe like a 6 out of 10. Dolly might be like a 8. Okay, Clarice. Now, this animatronic looks great. This animatronic looks so much better to next to the little Rudolph from Lowe's, because Rudolph says in like a toddler's AI voice, "Ready, Santa, pull the sleigh." And this one kind of actually sounds more like the character, but I think it sounds a little like they took an AI voice to type, because it sounds just a little weird. Kind of sounds like how an AI would talk. It might not be. I might be tripping. It's 2025. We have crazy AI now. And we got crazy voice actors. I don't know. But I like how it has fur all over it. I like how it looks like the movie. I like how it is perfect for Christmas, you know? It's just they didn't make their own Rudolph, which is too bad. Maybe their ICs could be small. I don't know. I'm just excited to get one. And the mouth moves, which looks great. Doesn't matter that it's puppet jaw to me, it looks fine. Alright, we're moving on to Nutcrackers. Or no, this is the Swinging Elf. The Swinging Elf is really cool. If you're not seeing the videos, which I don't think you are, but you've probably watched them already, let's be fair. Just a swinging animatronic with a plush elf on it. Play some funny music. That's all it needs. And honestly, it's still going to be a classic for Spirit Christmas when they boost off. Alright, we got a Nutcracker that's bedazzled, that has the Lowe's animation, which is the moving mouth and the moving arm. You can just do Bluetooth audio, so it's kind of just playing random music. I don't think there's basic music that plays. I could just move silently, or you have to use your phone and pump up a song onto it. That's all you're going to have to do, I think. Alright, so now we have the Bluetooth audio Disco Nutcracker. This is actually so cool, but they're $700. Might be $600. Take it with a grain of salt. So these two are $700 though, and for that price, I mean, if I was a big baller and I had like $3,000 to spend on Christmas for like my event or something, I am buying the Disco Nutcracker. For $700, I think the Disco Nutcracker is cool because they have to place each of those tiles. They kind of cheaped out with the sparkly head though. I don't know. And then the bedazzled crown. It looks a little weird. If I had the money, I would definitely buy him. The bedazzled red one, I don't think I would buy. I gotta be honest. Even on clearance. But, just think. Young He is the same price as these. Which are you buying? The 7-foot Korean doll that says, "The okay, I'm so cringe today. That or this, you know. You gotta kind of pick one. I think they're both really cool, so. But I love how he's disco. If it wasn't 700, especially if it was like 300, I'd love it. Really cool animatronic anyway. Ooh, we got the Detroit Lions Nutcracker. What you talking about? The Detroit Lions Nutcracker is amazing. I think it's 5'3" though. Ugh, that's tiny. It's like 12 inches shorter than me. What the heck? That's how tall I was like 3 years ago. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I think it should be taller. I think it should be about 6 foot, but you know what? The Lowe's one was huge, actually. That's like 6 foot, but those were terrible because they have a hard time assembling. I got one on clearance, though. Gonna have to set that thing up, see if it works. But this Detroit Lions one is really cool. It's burgundy blue, so it's Detroit Lions. It's like a mix of burgundy and blue, so it's Detroit Lions. What you talking about? print the logo on the hat. That'd be awesome. Alright, here's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Color, black Nutcracker. So depressing looking. Unless you're one of those goth people that want black on everything. It's so sad looking. It just looks dehydrated, you know? It's Christmas. Why are we having black Nutcrackers, you know? Here's this weird green and gold aesthetic one. That's the Green Bay Packers one. If you're a Packers fan, there you go. It's cool. It's the same thing, but it's green and it's got gold. It's a little weird. I'm gonna admit that's not the most Christmassy thing. And I think these are like $400, maybe $300, maybe $200. I don't know. I don't really have my eye on the prices on these things right now. These are in store at Spirit Christmas. I think they might be coming online, but I don't think so. So if you are 6 hours from Spirit Christmas and you want these all bad, you are cooked. You are going to have to go out and grab these things. If I'm driving 2 miles just to film it, or 2 miles, ayo, 200 miles, 67 miles, ooh, but if I'm driving far, I guess you could too. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm guessing people will travel hours for this. But again, I'm excited to see Spirit Christmas having an actual lineup. I'm excited to see Lowe's. I just saw Lowe's in person. They have so much stuff. Again, let me know if you want me to go back. I'll probably be going back in November. I'm gonna go to Spirit Halloween Christmas in November, probably. And I really want Spirit Christmas shirts like this. You see, this is like the specialty Spirit shirts with like horror characters. We need Christmas characters. We need Snow Miser. We need the Grinch. We need Scrooge. We need Rudolph. We need Bumble. We need Yukon Cornelius. We need this Spirit Christmas. I will buy a Grinch shirt without a doubt instantly. That would be hilarious. But anyway, that's going to do it for my Spirit Christmas video. This was really exciting. This is kind of just looking at the new products that I will probably be seeing soon. So this is really cool. If you're wondering when yours might open, I'm guessing, well, the flagship's probably opening in mid to late October. Like they did last year, but they're in a new location apparently, so that does not make sense. But individual locations, probably just after Spirit closes the 1st of November, plus they can start opening. So if you're buying stuff at the after sale, pack it up quick, get in the van, go to Spirit Christmas, because, oh boy, you have quite the experience there. And, yeah, for everything Christmas, I guess, this is ABC Halloween.